to what is session 6, I believe. Half a dozen of these things we've already kind of done. Well, I guess we're just starting this one. Who wants to do the recap? Who did the recap last time?
Oh, well, if someone kicks me off, I think I can do it. Actually, I think I can do it without that even. We began by going to that city down south. I don't remember the name of it. We were going there to find the evil wizard's daughter, and then bring her to us. We had previously fought some people and such, but that was done now, and we were simply going to reach the village. We reached it, promptly sent Einavox in her new human form that she conveniently revealed, to talk to these humans and find out some information, which went, well as you can expect. After that, we slept in a tent that we had erected on a hill. We were not really bothered in the night, which was nice, and we managed to buy food for once. Nice food. There was no Syrian pepper, though. None of that. Then, after that, Apkin. We went to the manor house of the wizard, where we lit their fields afire, hoping that they would draw them out, which it might have done. We didn't really stick around to look. We then burst in the window and began killing everybody who were fighting us. Well, not necessarily killing them, but knocking them out, at least. Not really trying to not kill them, but not going for the kill either, so to speak. We went upstairs after defeating a boy or some archers, and freed a little girl from her captivity under the yoke of the wizard. After that, we took her to the forest, and we waited for some time until the exchange of captives, or so to speak, was going to happen. There we met with some adventurers and a little statuette of the wizard, who spoke through it, so that we couldn't sunder his spellbook or something. But the adventurers got tired of talking to us, and after the little girl proved that she did not want to go back, they settled for simply trading the one, Vincent, for 2 captives that the forest nicely provided. The thought being, probably from us, that they were sent here to be able to ambush us or some such if we did not agree to the deal. Well, they were captured, and they served well as to fulfill the exchange. So, well, that leaves us with a young girl who now is staying with us, because where else would she go in the world? Her dad abandoned her, and quite easily so, in front of her very eyes, said the words. So, yeah, our next plan was to go and raid some caravans, because the kobolds are afraid of winter, and we'd like to have a storage of some sort of food. So, I guess that's where we're going. Yeah.
That was the plan, I believe. It is currently the 7th of Neff, coming rather close to winter. The weather outside is a big mess. It's probably not as bad as the sky indicates that it should be, but chances are that that will soon change. And once that happens, chances are no caravan will want to make the trip anymore. As far as you were informed by Scrivix, the kobolds previously have done caravan raids in the past when food was short, and yeah, that has been rather successful, even though some of the caravans are rather well defended, as not only do they prepare for, well, traveling through the valley to Kermaga, but also for Kermaga itself, which isn't the safest place. But if kobolds have managed to do it, then surely you guys will have no problems.
Obviously.
This map shouldn't be visible. Then, how do you proceed?
Well, we're probably gonna get Skrevix and the kobolds to go there with us.
Some of the kobolds, anyway.
Yeah, some of them.
Just to carry stuff. We'd also probably want to let the girls stay here, yeah?
Yeah, I don't think she's going to be much help on a raid.
And, we want to keep her safe as well. And she's really safest inside, but...
Yes.
Could she move that rock door?
Unlikely.
Oh, then there we go.
Sure, we just gotta make sure that she has, light and food and water and heat and stuff that people need.
Yeah, that's true. We did agree to get her that rod thingy. Give her a
What
light,
rod?
light one,
Okay.
sunlight
We
one.
can probably light a torch or two in the meantime.
Yeah, getting on an ever-burning torch would make it a lot easier, but
You can have some of the days of rations we stole from the manor house. That should be fine for now.
Sure. A taste of hope.
Yeah,
That's the head of my caretaker. It's like, oh, sorry, that was my food. Relax.
And Urkex also like to break out the idea to her that she might want to learn how to shoot a bow to defend herself, so to speak. There's no reason that she needs to spend all her time on books now. No one's gonna expect that from her, and she's sure that there's much more fun things to do out there in the world.
Shooting a bow, certainly. She will inform you. Sounds like fun. She's never been allowed to do things like that.
it sounds like a hoot and a half.
It also seems like the most weapon training that has the least chance of you hurting yourself. Generally.
Who's the best bow trainer among the kobolds? Let's train her.
They can't
Do
speak.
they even have a bow trainer? I don't think they do.
They don't use bows.
What?
It's too tough.
Basically, we'll have
the
the kobolds set up like a stick that she can shoot at. She will be non-proficient and probably not very good at it, but
Don't we have?
you have to begin somewhere.
Don't we have a tree outside our
Yes, but
den?
don't shoot the
We
trees.
don't want her to be outside.
Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe she can train on that wagon that got stuck.
I think we moved that, but we don't want her to be alone and not exposed because some people will be looking for her probably to kidnap her. All right. Well, for now, she can enjoy the thought of the prospect. We'll probably be back in a few days. Yeah. That is long to be cooped up here, though. Could we ask Vincent to train her a little bit for a few days?
Maybe Vincent could take care of her for
He
a
said
few
he didn't
days.
want long-term things, but for a few days, she might be able to show her around the forest and teach her like something about some plants or whatever.
Yeah. Time with her own kind.
If we went to look for Vincent, would he, like, if we could ask the little fairy to find him.
Well, he told us we could, if
He would stay close, yeah.
and we could find him if needed be.
Yeah, Vincent does actually visit you rather soon after, he left really, just to check up on things once more.
Sure. It would
And-
be great if you would take care of this Avandra and show her some ways of the forest and such. She might have to live there at some point. She is abandoned by her family, after all. Much like an orphan left on a doorstep.
And isn't that sad?
Yes, very.
How long would that agreement...
Well, you could take her maybe for a week. Then we should be back here with the provisions and such to take care of her. And in that time, you might be able to, just teach her a little bit about what plants are edible and stuff, if she were to somehow get lost from us. So she didn't immediately just, perish in the forest. Whatever you would deem good to know for a young girl in the forest. And you could deliver her back after a week to here.
Vincent looks very unhappy at that suggestion. Kind of tapping his mustache.
We
I'm
only
not
saved your
exactly-
life.
Yeah, sure, you did, but I'm not exactly a good parent. I'm not a father. Yes, I've been an orphan myself, but I also got, I managed. And there are other things I have to do, and I can't spend an entire week looking after a child, and the forest is rather dangerous. Even with my guidance, I cannot.
How about you then spend a few hours a day in a week visiting her here and training her to use a bow?
A few hours every other day might work, depending on
So
how things look.
she's not alone all the time.
Sure, I can provide some company.
Good. I suppose we'll have to settle for that. Maybe we can find a trainer somewhere. All right then. The kobold can bring her to him when he comes to request it. And hopefully she also likes the idea of using a bow. Doesn't require too much strength, which she clearly doesn't have. She seems rather dexterous. Might help getting her a little bit more hardy.
She is certainly looking forward to trying her hands on weapons.
Just, let's try with those sharp ones for now. Wouldn't want her to hurt herself.
It does also seem to you that Skrillex would rather like to talk to you, but is either too shy or just doesn't want to approach you at the moment.
Does Skrillex have a collar on him? A collar?
He does not, no.
Oh, I see how it is. Oh well, he can step forward to talk to Rekax if he wants to.
Well, he will definitely occasionally glance towards your direction, but never really, venture too close.
And all these ones are just standing here moping, or?
They are basically just squabbling between each other, arguing who of you is the best one.
Jiraxus will slither off his sandpile and look down at them, and then grunt. Their racket is quite something, isn't it?
I thought there was still much work to do in these caves, yes?
Well, yes, but what if one of these ones who don't see your glory, great Rachaex, would sneak in here and steal all your stuff?
I don't think they would be fools enough for such a thing.
Oh, they are fools indeed, because they do not see your glory.
Well, if I don't think that they are so dumb, very, very dumb, maybe you should not either. And maybe you should get back to work and show me just how devoted you are by finishing the required work much faster than, required.
Considers your words and salutes and runs off. The other three, however, aren't quite sure and don't really want to leave. They'll try to kind of melt into the walls so you don't look at them.
Skrillex, come over here. You seem like you have something on your mind just standing there.
Yes, masters. If we could talk over here a bit.
Is he leading us into a trap?
Over where, exactly?
Just away from that thing you brought.
Oh. Sure.
Very well.
Skrillex. Let's go and have a talk, shall
I
we?
don't think she speaks Draconic regardless.
Oh, I'm far too old to trust these things.
Look very intimidating at all the kobolds as he passes.
They will try to merge with the walls. Well, I was wondering what she is to you. What's her purpose?
She is currently an asset to us. Not exactly sure how we are going to use her, but for the moment we are keeping her alive and healthy.
An asset, a resource, a prisoner?
Yes.
I see. Perhaps she should not stay with all your possessions then. Prisoners can be, I can make some proper accommodations for her, if you require me to do so, masters.
It is not needed currently, Skrillex. She is staying where she is because we allow her to do so. She has interesting information about the outside that we wish to acquire, and we do not want to walk very far.
He is also required, somewhat for her purpose, to be happy and to trust us.
We are playing the long game here, Skrillex.
An investment, you would say. Like an egg.
I see. I do not see the wisdom in that, but of course
do
I
not
am
have
not one of the masters. Of course.
When he says that, I think all of us nostrils flare.
I am a mere Skrillex. Of course I wouldn't understand.
It will be clear in time, and help raise us and this tribe to further greatness.
If you say so, masters. I should get back to making sure that the work gets done over here.
Also,
Yes, I think that would be good.
make sure she doesn't leave the caverns, Skrillex. While we are gone, her not leaving is certainly a matter of your concern.
Except if Vincent comes to bring her out. He's allowed to.
Another human who's allowed to take away your prisoner?
He as well is an asset.
I see. I will do as you say, masters, of course. As always.
Good. And make sure not to question our orders.
I would never.
Good. Then you will remain our most loyal servant.
Oh, yes, definitely. We'll kind of walk off. Vendra is just currently laying in the sleeping bag, looking entirely bored with everything.
Tyranus will, snake his head around the curtain and say, "We will be leaving for a few days. Matters to attend, you see. Do not worry. There is food and water and books to read. Yes, we should be back shortly. Shouldn't take too long."
A man called Vincent will visit you sometimes, taking you to the outside. He will keep you safe while you're out there, and he will also show you how to use the bow, trying to train you to hunt and protect yourselves.
And you are just leaving me here then?
Says, we need to gather food for the winter. We could not bear the thought of you going hungry, and we have a hard time going into the city without people getting very angry at us for what we are.
But I can help you. I know some things about the area around here. I've read books about plants and all those things.
Perhaps if you can show that you behave well while we are gone. I think that would be a suitable test. If you can do that, I will let you help me.
All right, I suppose I'm pretty used to being locked up in a place for a while. Just come back soon.
As soon as we can. With many pretty things, I'm sure.
She still looks rather bored, but doesn't argue.
Traxxas looks at her and says, "Is there anything in particular you would wish for?"
Well, you see, these books you let me bring, I've read all of them a few times now, and they certainly have been interesting, about magics and all that. But reading the same book over and over again really doesn't help me much. If you could find more of these.
These you mean magic books?
Yes. Know how one would learn those things, I know it involves a lot of studying, and I hate studying, but, it's still interesting.
Inovox probably doesn't have any magic books.
Likely not the kind she would be looking for.
I see. Well, I suppose we can look for some.
Magic, the easy way to great power.
Tyraxos
6
squints
tips to be a wizard in a day.
and says, "We shall keep it in our minds." Now then, sort of snakes over the pile of stuff, moves towards the rock, then moves out.
Sure.
If you want to, he sort of talks low, you can bathe in the pool over there. It is cool and nice, but I can always clean the water when I come home.
Where's our shy friend?
He went off deep into the caverns, I believe.
Sure.
The kobolds certainly started working much harder with Avonix walking past.
Patrolling. Making dominance over his domain.
Do we have like a kobold scout or something with us to point out the roads for us, or do we like know where we're going?
I think we got a map. Not that I'm very good at reading a map, but we could probably get a kobold.
I think we should.
You have a general idea of where you think you probably have to go?
Is there a
But you
kobold who's
could-
been there before?
Yeah.
Strokes, we need one of those.
See, as it turns out, Harry knows exactly where to go.
How lucky.
What
He
colour
knows
does
to
Harry
do something
have?
instead of standing there being useless.
Harry seems to have adopted the color white.
Harry!
He shall live today.
He, however, seems to be the only one.
Oh,
But he's the one who knows the path, so...
He does, yes. And while he knows that his master is a great hunter, maybe, Harry is not a guide, but rather a assistant. Because after all, his master does not need guidance.
Acolyte.
Acolyte, yes.
Yes, my acolyte. Show us what you believe is correct.
What color is Gary the Saved?
Gary seems to like, let's see, blue a whole lot.
What? But I'm the one who named him Gary.
I was the one who cut him down from the tree.
Maybe he didn't like the name Gary. But he was too afraid to say so. Only by painting his face blue is the only way he can express himself.
Oh, he's an artist.
Yeah, he's an artist.
Well, Harry will certainly lead you east along the Storver Rise and then south a bit to keep some distance between yourselves and the actual city of Kamaga. And roll me a survival check, please. Harry will try to aid you in this.
All of us or one of us?
You can decide either way. You can either have one and have assists, or just, all of you roll. Harry is not a great help.
I'll go ahead and roll my one.
Alright, after a trip that takes about half a day, going kind of east-southeast, you do find Einavox certainly sees a strip of grassland that seems to have seen quite some movement over the past few weeks, months. It's not entirely a road, but there are certainly indentations of what would suggest not only people walking there, but also wagon wheels. Currently, however, you don't really see any sort of caravan whatsoever. Harry will suggest just waiting, because surely there's another caravan going to come soon. Usually there's more the closer it is to the end of storm season, for whatever strange reason. He doesn't quite understand humans.
Well, isn't there an actual road somewhere?
There is to the east, which Harry thinks was used before, but for some reason that changed and the merchants just go straight north from Epkin.
How recently does it look like something has gone past her?
Could roll me another survival check.
Could require use a local check to know if this is really a trade path that people use.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, I have local too. Can I do two?
Yeah, sure. Roshax wouldn't know, but Terexus and Einorox have heard something about something happening to the town of Sirafu, which used to be the primary way for merchants to get to Kermaga. It has the roads that both connect Kermaga to Sirafu and then Sirafu down south. But something happened there that made merchants want to avoid it. Or even that entire side of the river. So they just decide to go straight north.
We should look at that at some point, right? That sounds
I
exciting.
mean, right now we should raid these caravans.
Yes, but what did you say, Sheep?
Let's
What was
find
the
a
name of
good
it?
camping spot.
The town of Sirafu, you can also see it on the overview map.
Sirafu.
How recently does it look like someone's gone past her?
It's hard to tell. It might have seen movement even today, but yeah, either today or a couple days past. It can't have been that long.
Sirafu. Well, we have a few options, I think. Monica, could you try to breathe a little bit further away from your mic? Thank you. We have a few options, I think. We can blind wait in bushes and spring out and be like, haha, take that. Or we can, I mean, at least 3 of us can fly. So we could like fly really high up and like circulate, and when we see something, dive down.
You'd be very visible as well.
It is also rather windy. Flying high would not be a trivial task. Possible, but not trivial.
Okay, certainly. You could do that. He would stay with the kobolds then and lead them to wherever you guys landed.
What is my flyer?
How many kobolds did you bring? If
How
any?
many do we have again?
You have a grand total of 11 plus Scrivix.
Well, I mean, like 4?
Harry and another 4.
Carry stuff? No, well, Harry and another 3.
Okay.
So that we have enough to carry some of the stuff we get, you know?
Sure, I can give you another 3.
Can they, like, fashion little, like, dragging things?
Sure. They have plenty of wood still from the dwarves, and while they are not the best craftsmen, they can make something usable. Also, they should not be blessed anymore.
There's probably a little spring trap on it somewhere, just cause.
Oh, no, I blessed after them.
Well, surely they are blessed just by being in our presence, right?
Yes, but not quite as blessed as they would be by an actual bless.
We need to ascend so we can like auto bless.
Aura of bless.
Yeah.
Oh, our domains.
Yeah. Well, if we can't trivially fly,
I mean, I'm okay with flying up, at least scouting by flying up.
how visible would we be if we flew around and did some scouting for wagons?
It is certainly cloudy, but you can't really fly as high as to actually be hidden in the clouds because it's, quite stormy and you wouldn't really be able to see anything yourself. So if you just flew below the clouds, you would be relatively visible. Certainly a big shape flying, in front of the clouds.
A big white shape flying in front of the clouds.
I was thinking, well, we could follow this path and then find like an ambush spot that we could basically take.
Sure. Works for me.
I'm sure, like along it, there's some place with like woods and both sides and stuff.
It's like a bend in the road, and it's like a
Yeah.
rock formation next to it.
Yeah.
You can hide behind.
The ground is rather flat, but you can find a small hill with like a crevice to hide in.
Really, we just need to be on the other side of the hill, so they don't expect us while coming close,
Mm-hmm.
and we jump them. You know. Not like we're bandits with horses and everything.
No. No, that is certainly true.
So you look for a small hill to hide behind.
Yeah, good ambush location. Well, doesn't have to be super good because that would be almost be too obvious. But
You look for the second best ambush position.
No one expects
Yes.
anything from the second best.
like, well, that big like bend in the road with the muddy ground with steep hills and like good cover on both sides of the
A
road.
huge rock outcropping
Yeah.
over the road.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Nothing happened there.
No.
So, I mean, obviously this place wouldn't have anything either. Any bandits would have picked that spot.
That's right.
You know, maybe we will meet bandits, and then we can hit
The
two
hope would be
birds
that-
with one stone.
That they would attack first, and then we could attack afterwards.
Sure, give me just a moment then.
As we surge up and down the road, is there, like, signs of banditry having gone on? Or is it relatively quiet?
It's somewhat hard to tell. You could roll me a look for signs of bandits check.
Well, like, are there a lot of mudded footprints? Is there, like, blood in the grass? Is there, like, weapons dropped?
Nothing quite so
Such.
obvious.
Alright, sure.
There's like a discarded broken wagon wheel, but that might have just been an accident.
Does there seem to be, like, campsites along? It's more than a day's travel, right?
Yes, for a caravan that moves rather slowly, it would be
Is there,
2
like,
days, maybe
select...
even longer.
select seems to be, like, people go to the same spots, or are there, like, taverns or small villages they go to, or...
There are no villages or taverns, and there doesn't seem to be any particular spot that has been used by too many people. The terrain is rather, well, samey with small hills, small like kind of forests and bushy areas. So there's plenty of spots where you can just rest for a night.
Alright then. Well, we'd like to have a hill then that is decently high, probably has one steep side, so that we can scout from atop it from distance and then move behind it when needed. If the terrain's pretty flat, we should be able to see them far away. And we can lay low enough that they might not be able to spot us from a long distance.
You can certainly find something that is about what you're looking for. It's not a big hill, but it should be enough to hide behind. Let me just... Oh god, the vision blocking is wrong.
Do we then just go for anything that comes along the road? Or do we have standards?
I mean, we have some standards, right?
Yeah,
Although we
if
can
it's just
certainly-
like a
I mean, we can
farmer and
certainly-
his lonely wife, dragging like a sack of like half-rotten
Beets?
carrots.
No, we
It's
don't
like,
want that.
it's all I own.
We should also avoid like old men with like huge
Hey there,
beard
bruh.
and like a
staff?
Yeah, exactly.
Walk alone in the night.
Exactly. Ho there, wanderer! Stay
Oh,
there
you
for-
three! I've been looking for you for some
Exactly.
time.
We're like,
You left.
you have a great thing to do. Yes.
Move your tokens whenever you think you're ready.
To where?
To where I just sent it you. It's on the same map, but slightly to the...
I was
like-
on the overview map.
Oh, it's on the Silver Rise. I'll force you here.
Yeah. Let's see if I can snipe myself all the way over there.
There. Oh! Okay.
Where's the road itself? Or
The road would be over to the east. Let me actually
So it's
reveal
here?
the road.
We're far away.
The road
The kobolds
is...
will not be participating in the fighting. I think.
no, they're here to carry things.
Yeah.
Oh, that is far away.
Yeah, it does seem like the road is intentionally taking some distance away from potential ambush locations for strange reasons.
Oh, hide in this potted plant.
No, I'll just be down here with the kobolds. Don't imagine the hill is too big. Then it just looks like a small incline.
It's a few meters, but it couldn't really be called a hill. It's more like a elevation,
Bump
a bump, yeah.
in the landscape. A few trees on it. Who knows? Maybe there's like a long ship buried on here.
Yeah, it would currently be the afternoon of the day you set out, assuming you left rather early. And it doesn't really look like there's any activity whatsoever. Not at the moment, at least. You can see rather far, so if something comes along, you should be able to spot it rather easily.
Chiraxos will ask questions from Einavox of her experience inside Apkin.
Inside what?
Apkin.
Oh.
Tell me, Einavox, what were the humans like? Stuff like that.
Oh, she was not at all happy about the way they treat. She will not give positive reviews.
No, the Yelp review for Apkin is gonna be
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, she will tell how rude that guy who she asked for pepper was.
He will not.
Will not visit again.
Yeah. There was no reason to be that rude. All I
Yes.
did was ask for pepper.
Ah, I'm blind. Apparently, I can't see the road. It's more than 60 feet away from me.
It is. No, the day is passing, it's getting dark, and
Oh.
even with your superhuman vision, it's getting slightly difficult to see. Although you are still quite
People
certain.
will carry torches, guys.
Yes, you're quite certain that you can still see light sources rather easily.
Also, because we have low light vision, and there's probably some moonlight, some.
It's rarely pitch black on a night.
And they don't have that.
No. We would.
So-
We should just start building torches along the road.
Do, 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 do.
Like,
A tiki torch.
pit stop, huh?
Oh, nice, nice.
Oh, we should put down a little sign saying camp spot.
Sleep
Oh,
safely.
bed and breakfast this way. And then it points to this hill.
The dragon's roost. Welcome.
The dragon's roost. Oh, something is coming.
Someone's coming.
After a while, you do certainly see some light sources approaching in the distance. What might very well be a caravan. It certainly looks that way with the many different flickering torches, the sounds of horses, and the sound of a wagon that is probably going a speed that it was not really intended to, as it seems to want to get somewhere rather quickly. I will reveal for you what you see in the distance.
Alright. Well, Thenon. Guess what, guys?
It's these guys again, huh?
It's these guys again.
It's getting.
I mean, are we gonna go for them? They don't really seem like merchants.
Is the wagon loaded with things?
The wagon seems to be loaded to the brim.
You know what? I bet they're.
We cannot not go for it though, right?
You know,
Alright.
people will talk.
We
They
ha-
are following us.
We need to
But we're
Three.
good dragons, though, right?
No.
Are you really gonna let this pass? This is great.
we need to greet our associates.
We could be like, we saved your life. We are calling in the favor. Leave. And then we'll be like, oh.
No payment this time again.
Oh god, this is just too hilarious.
Oh, it's going to
Are
be a
they
running
like riding
gag. Us
super mega
ruining-
fast?
They are certainly trying to push the caravan rather quickly, although both the horses and the wagon aren't really liking it too much.
The horses are probably exhausted.
This is too great not to do it, right?
You know, I kind of just want to see how they react if we go like, hey.
Do they have new equipment?
New, yes, but most likely used equipment.
I love the idea.
Not nearly as high quality as they used to have.
I love the idea of us like ruining every attempt these adventurers do to earn some money.
It's funny.
You picked the wrong caravan.
All right,
Hire them to fight the wizard.
Tilraxis will take flight.
All right. What are you attempting to do here?
I want to circulate over them in the darkness.
In the darkness. All right.
Because I can see them perfectly fine and they can probably not see me, especially if they're carrying torches.
No, they would have to be incredibly observant to even get a glimpse of you. It is not impossible, but incredibly unlikely.
I will also do like a fly round.
I want to do.
I'll stay here.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know what
Do you want to sit on my back? You can sit on my back.
If you want, you can sit on my back.
No, I'm not very good at writing, as it turns out.
Fog of War triangle.
Just hold on.
No, it's all right. I'll stay here.
Okay.
There's a triangle, Fog of War.
You almost feel bad for them.
There is a triangle. I'm sorry. Congratulations.
Should we like announce, be like, leave the wagon, or should we just strike?
I think we should announce. Just because it is gonna be hilarious.
Could we not ask them for toll? It seems not quite as evil, and they will say no, and then we can attack.
Okay, sure. None shall pass.
This is the Dragon's Road.
Yeah, this is the Dragon's Road. I move for no man.
All right, sure, we can do that if you want.
Mm.
Then as we fly overhead, Tilraxis will call out in a roar down at them. And he calls out, "This road is under the protection of the what do we call ourselves? Quick, give me a name. This road is under our protection. If you want to go safely through the darkest of nights, a fee should be provided, I think."
The heads turning around trying to pinpoint the source of the voice. As the rather chubby man sitting currently in the wagon's driver's seat stands up, looks around, completely shocked, and says, "What? No! I don't have money for that kind of thing. Go away, disembodied voice."
Oh, wow.
He said no. I think that means start combat.
Hey, a toll is a toll.
Oh, Sophanon, the paladin, Samantha the cleric. Johnny, I don't remember what you did last time we met, but I do recall you, Fennon. Yes, how you bravely fought last time we met. Do you really want to try your luck again against us?
Well, that's what we're getting paid for here. You know? Money, that kind of thing that you took from us, that people need to survive.
I do know money. And this is what this is about, is it not?
Well, of course it is.
Then you know what is required.
You see, we weren't paid to give people money, we were paid to protect this damn caravan. What do you want with it anyways? There's some money on board, sure, but it's mostly just foodstuffs. Just show yourself. Let's get this over with, alright?
Well,
The director snorts, "As you wish," as he swoops down and unleashes lightning down the line here.
I mean, it'd be begin initiative, right?
It would be initiative, yes. And you do not get a surprise round.
Sure.
We kind of revealed ourselves.
They can't really attack us before they see us, right?
They cannot, but they can still take actions.
I suppose that's true.
Although Rotex gets to act first.
Well, don't need to look at. Let's see here. Well, if I get to act first, I could. Yeah, I need to move first. All right. Yeah, I'm low level. Damn it. Which one is the biggest threat, guys? The priestess?
Priestess, probably.
All right. Well, then he'll move over here, and he will now, for the first time, sort of, he will want to show up. These other ones, they can fly. His wings aren't quite big enough for that yet. They're still sort of soft, not really leathery enough to catch wind. He sort of flaps them a little bit, and they can breathe lightning and fire and acid and cold and whatever else. And he feels a little bit like he's less. So he closes his eyes and just whips his wings almost as if he can fly. Just imagines it for a second. Then he bites his tongue on accident, really, but he sort of yelp, and from his mouth fly a host of sort of ethereal-looking piranhas that whirl around him. He is surprised for a moment, and then he seems to grin and seem very happy as he breathes the ethereal piranhas against Samantha in the form of a spiritual weapon that now begins to circle her and constantly bite in at her and like rip her body and
I'm having
to
hit.
shreds. Yeah.
Okay.
28, 26 to hit.
That is certainly it.
And she gets attacked by piranhas.
She lets out a similar high-pitched
That would
yelp.
actually be a crit threatening, as
And-
base has the stats of a longsword.
True.
20 versus AC.
Yes, that does it. That's a
Confirmed.
crit.
That is then 13 points of damage. Yeah. As the piranhas fly out and fly right in her face, just sort of biting and ripping and pulling. Every time they bite, a little burst of force happens that sort of blows them a little away, but also sort of almost knocks her off her horse, punching her in the face with this force, flying out of the darkness. Yeah. That's it.
All right. Avolnix, please also put your elevation in your labels.
Well, that's good. Well, I'm going to ignore that because I'm about to fly anyway, so it's going to go down.
Elevation.
As well, you said go after the priestess, the cleric there. So
Indeed.
a flying charge downwards at her.
I love
Okay.
it. You fly out like a mad badger. He just smacks in the face.
That is within reach.
You do have 10-foot reach on your bike. That is very true.
Wow, that is some reach.
Uh-huh.
Holy crap.
Do you have 15-foot reach?
No, remember the rules are diagonal for.
For-
Also, that
threatening,
she shares her mount.
Oh
space.
yeah, Okay, you're
That's also
taking
true.
the mount space. That's true. You can
That's also
certainly do that. All right, give me an attack roll then.
Yep, doing so.
She does not have a good day. She is still hanging in there, but very, very close to not doing that much longer.
Almost a crit.
Nice. That is a 30. Wow.
Good thing she rolled a
Crap.
0 on her initiative.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
it's my turn.
What do you have on
Alright.
that to hit? That is something.
Remember, I was flying down from higher ground, so I got the charge
Oh,
bonus.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, the charge and higher ground. And from the back of the caravan jumps out this guy.
Who?
Who?
He
Looks-
looks haggard.
Who looks unhappy with the situation, but he's probably also getting paid for this kind of thing, so he kind of has to do something. He does not have a horse, however.
Hopefully you brought
Evil.
your celery with him.
He will move here, double move. You do get an attack of opportunity.
Okay. I retain all bonuses from my previous attack.
Holy crap, you are on a roll, sir.
You don't get the charge or higher ground bonus for this one,
But he crits. Make one.
but you still crit
Yeah, still removing those bonuses, you know.
for 10 damage. Right, he looks unhappy. This guy over here. He, however, looks rather pleased with the situation. And despite not being able to see Rachax at the moment, he certainly saw that, or heard that rather
The yelp.
fancy display that way, so he's going to check out if he can see you, and he can. So his, let's see, where did he start? He started right here. So his mount has to double move, which gives him rather massive penalties, I believe, -4. But he will full attack you. I believe it's a -4. I should check this. But for now, let's do this. That is a lot of damage. Let me
Hits.
just double check the mounted combat rules before you apply that damage. But I believe that's how it works.
Guys, I'm down.
I'll save you. But I can't really do much after I've saved you at least.
Well, let's... Should there be any change to the rulings, I will retroactively change that. I just need a moment to actually look at that up. Venom will jump off and try to go for that bugger over there. Or at least go.
Being very, very careful.
He is being very careful. He has fought you before. He is going to go here and do nothing else. I know, Ox.
Well, she is gonna charge that dude. There. Charge!
Okay.
No one steps on a church in my town. Oh no. An unexpected
no.
error has occurred.
What he has seems to be a light horse, right? So to even ride it and control it in battle, he would have to do a DC 20 ride check, yeah?
It is a combat trained horse.
Okay.
You can have combat trained and light.
An unexpected arrow, that's bad, but that is a hit.
The same thing that was with Cash is happening every time I attack it. What did we do?
That is very strange because we are just Menakai, can you help her? She basically just needs to use Java 8 now. I think. Or what? It shouldn't be happening. We'll have to fix that later, I'm afraid, Tina.
Okay. Well, I can't attack anymore.
Can't even see anything.
No,
Can't
you
even
can't.
see anything?
No, good, no, because being unconscious reduces your vision.
That is true.
I don't remember what her save is nowadays. 17, he just makes it.
Yeah, he makes it. Let's do this. You know, the humans still have vision problems, but at this point you aren't really affected because they all have light sources. And from the caravan jumps out another of these dudes who will try to help his buddy. Double moving here.
You combat reef. Do anything.
Actually, he'll double move here. This guy will do absolutely nothing. And this guy will say, "Begone, Scourge! Last time we fought on uneven ground, but this time we are prepared." He doesn't look very prepared, but that's what he says as he tries to attack you. He does also smite you. And I do believe you are in fact evil.
Yes.
Good. And it actually works this time. That is a hit for 6 points of damage.
I think some juicy lines, Tyrexus.
Yes, Tyraxus will swoop down and land here. Let's see, he lands here, and we'll do a line, basically through Samantha, all the caravan guard, and Sophanon. Basically, they all get hit by the line because they share the square with the horse.
Is he correct?
Everyone gets the main brunt here. So I'm gonna roll that.
And you even, can you know what else you can do? He can be secondary target.
I know. I'm gonna secondary target. Basically, Fennon is secondary target. Old Man is secondary target. These two are basically everyone is secondary target. So these guys get hit by the main. This over here and him are secondary targets for the chain lightning. As lightning just fly everywhere.
Can you just draw the line?
Sure.
Okay. These are all primary then. Reflex saves. Oh boy. That's 2 successes by the caravan guard and the horse. Let's see. These 2. Did you roll damage? 16,
Yes,
yeah.
16 lightning damage.
So these 2 get 8. Everyone else gets 16.
It's above average. It's above average.
That is very good for 46, yes. That's the might of... Oh no, I killed her. I'm sorry.
You certainly did. This horse, just for vision's sake, because the horse is not going to be attacking you by itself. And also, Mr. Paladin over here falls off his horse, which I believe does mean that he also falls prone.
Yes.
Correct.
Unless he makes a very high right check that he can't really make. He can try, I suppose.
I think it's actually an acrobatics check.
Yeah.
Acrobatics, yeah, he'll try. Oh, alright, he stays upright.
Wow, good work, Paladin.
Does he have an armor penalty applied to that?
He does, yeah.
He's
He is,
amazing.
however, only wearing a chain shirt,
Oh,
and does seem to be rather dexterous. Rajax was
did you
decided
roll
that he is not in fact dead.
secondary targets, sheep?
Oh, secondary. Sorry. Can you
Everyone
point that
else.
again?
Oh,
Everyone else. Alright.
Everyone else was in range.
Well,
The horse and Mr. Merchant fail. Getting 8 points, the others get 4 points.
Crack. That was so much damage in one move.
well,
Big crowd is great for lightning.
Kykes wants to...
You got a spiritual weapon?
He's flanking right now. Yeah, I'll have to redirect that as a swift action to someone else.
I have a paladin attacking me.
Yeah, but I have a monstrous ranger.
That's true. That's true. Pick your favorite.
Then again, we might be able to kill the paladin should you get a turn. Let's do that. Paladin gets it. I'll roll for it.
Okay, that is a miss.
All right.
I don't
I guess I'll flankedly full attack this guy.
You do need a move action to redirect the weapon, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So you can attack,
guess I
but
have-
not full attack.
Right attack.
You expect a move action to redirect the weapon.
Could you make a halo around him though, so that I know where it is?
Yes.
And then you could of course just move away, but I think I'll just bite him instead. What the? I'm getting an error. Current modification exception.
Oh, yeah, okay. Then what I thought is not actually the case, and that is bad. Because that means that Metal still doesn't work with Java 8 for whatever strange reason. We can't really fix that at the moment, so either you restart MapTools every time you attack, or you have to have someone else do the attacks for you.
We can't though because we don't have ownership.
I can do it.
Well, then bite the guy with flanking, and
Okay.
then step away.
Oh, that is certainly it, for some points of damage.
I'm able to get an updated version of the framework. That might work.
Map tools, not the framework.
Yeah, it's MapTools.
Are you sure?
Alex? I'm pretty sure.
It's the map tool is not capable of running the heavy levels of code which the frameworks have with the current version of Java. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and swift action. And the paladin will be my main target for this. And add the d6. And then we'll do redirections if it kills them.
That's a fumble. The 22 certainly hits for 11 points. And the wings hit for another 10, which is needed to down him.
Okay. We will. Actually, no, step there.
Okay. This guy will step here and try to attack you. a scimitar. And crit. 6 points of damage. I mean, that spellcaster is rather pesky, but there's also that green thing. Which, if that hits him, he is rather sure that he will have a bad day. So he is going to attack Anavox instead. Those are 1 hit for 10 damage.
Map hasn't loaded yet on me.
Okay. Do you want me to apply the damage for you?
Yes, please.
Okay. And then he'll see if he can direct his horse, which he should be able to do just fine. Yep. And 5 step here. Shannon doesn't really like engaging a Volnix here because a Volnix is scary, but he has little other options here. So he'll charge you.
Okay, I'm going to bite him as he charges me.
Yep, go for it.
And luckily, my cold is still running.
That's a miss, however. He will try to stab you with a short sword, which is no longer magical because you took that away from him. And let's see, charge, and he does get sneak attack. That is certainly a hit, not a crit. 14 points of damage. Einavox, have you loaded yet?
No.
There's not too much I can do to quickly fix that problem you have.
Well, it's kind of stuck at 14. But not even the chat has reacted, so I think suddenly it's just gonna get through and then, yeah.
Maybe.
But
Full attack him?
yeah, if I can full attack him, please do. But
Okay.
remember, charge is on her, I think. So you have to remove it.
Let's see, bite, claws, wings. You're not charging, and you don't get much else. Attack. That is a few hits. The bite, the last claw, and the wings hit.
If he hurt her, then her claws can be covered in poison.
Okay, let's do that as well. DC 15, alright. Let's do the damage first, because that is definitely a thing. Plus 6. Save for the bite, which is a fail, he is nauseated. Save for the poison, that is a success. He is nauseated for 4 rounds.
You're glad I create those macro sheep?
Yeah, that's why I want macros for everything, because they make things so much easier. Now, this guy, I guess, will just go for Volnix. Take him. Miss. He is down. Tyrexus.
I feel kind of bad for killing off the priestess. You know?
Ridiculous idea.
mean,
Bite something.
They seem to all be dying now. It's too late, though, to save them.
Go bite something.
I mean, I guess maybe she could have survived. You know, it would have been more fun. No,
It would have, but you had to go kill her.
I guess
You could have left them again and like let them survive and everything, but
you don't think that's a good idea.
I mean, no, we killed her. There's no way back.
I mean, she could have been hit by a stray shot instead of the full blast.
Remember, you can go here and just flank
I
still.
know, but I want to lock him in. Unless Sheep says that yes, she might be, you know, she might succeed to save. I don't know.
She's dead.
She seems pretty gone.
Oh, that is very unfortunate. Rex mourns her for a split second, and then he goes in to you know, look at Fenon and say, "I did hear about your brag stories in the tavern. Quite something, wasn't it? Let's see if we can repeat the deed. Yes." As he lashes out at him, like the smell of ozone thick in the air from the lightning strike. Oh God!
That is a crit that confirms.
How do you guys do this? Man.
For another 8 points of lightning damage from the breath charged bite.
He goes down.
Yeah.
1 hit. One hit KO.
Yeah, it's like the sound of a thunderclap, and then he's just on the ground, like lightning like coursing over him, and again the smell of ozone is thick around Tulaxos.
The merchant looks hopeful to the ranger currently fighting to the northwest,
More like throwing up.
who is indeed throwing up.
He's
Attacks.
Well, Shags will, I suppose, redirect the weapon to the, the guard one.
Okay. That's it.
2 damage. Oh, well. And then he has a standard action, which he can use to heal himself. Fully up.
See, Avolnix.
Let's target whichever one looks slightly more wounded, and or either or doesn't really matter. Full attack.
Yeah.
That's 12 on the 12 on the bite.
This kills the caravan guard. Both of them.
Both of them eviscerated by the freezing cold.
Let's see, just for... The bite finishes off one, and the first claw finishes off the other.
Interesting. How much did I do? 3 plus 5 plus... Those were all hits, weren't they?
The crit
Let's not
did
kill the
confirm.
horses before the wagon.
Sure, that makes sense.
Not bad.
This guy is down. He will tell his horse to withdraw the hell out of here. You do get one attack of opportunity on with Einavox, because you do have 10-foot reach.
Sure. She's hungry.
Bite at
And
him.
you can potentially finish him if you do so.
Do you want to do the attack, or do I have to?
You just connected, so...
Well, I'm loading.
So you have to. She.
Okay, I'll do the attack. That hits the horse. Assuming you want to attack... who do you want to attack? Do you want to attack the horse or him?
Horse.
Horse, alright. Hits the horse. Let's see if the horse is nauseated. It's not.
Fortuitous horse.
So the horse books it out of here slightly slower, because it can only take a move action now.
Does he have a torch?
He does have a torch. It's just that I disabled the vision for, well, vision's sake.
Probably make the merchant surrender.
Yeah, there's no guards left. The merchant does indeed not look like a fighter who is currently debating what options you have and not coming up with much. Combat will be over here if you want it to be.
Well, we're gonna kill that ranger.
Yeah, we're gonna fly after the ranger and take him out.
Just for one thing, I think Einavox can move and like breathe at him.
Well, yeah, I can... If not a charge, either one works.
And I would certainly redirect the weapon at him. Sure. Smack at him.
Right, you will have until he leaves the combat field to kill him in initiative. After that, we'll do that differently.
Sure.
Einavox.
I'm still loading. But what they said sounded good.
Get close with breath weapon, or...
Move up to him like so. And then breathe at him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that you can get another attack of opportunity when he leaves.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Move her up.
We can't move her, so.
Are you connected yet, Tina?
I am still trying.
Okay, then I guess I'll move you for you. You